We don't control what happens. We control how we respond. We control whether we're great, right? I don't know what your pandemic story was like, but I happened to be in the middle, in about February of 2020, of opening a small town bookstore in rural Texas. So it was fantastic timing. It would have been difficult under ordinary circumstances. It cost more than we thought. It took longer than we thought. There was permitting issues. There was historic preservation issues. It was one thing after another, as you can imagine opening any small business would be. It was tough. Elon Musk described starting a business as eating glass and staring into the abyss of death. It was a little bit like that. If you've seen Arrested Development, it was a little bit like, I think I've made a huge mistake. We thought that over and over again, because as we pushed through and got it to open, as I had to think about how the obstacle is the way, there's this wonderful moment where now it's illegal to open, right? And we just sort of sat there staring at it, and we tried to push through. We did our best. I wrote this note to myself at the depths of it as I stood out over what felt like a monument to my arrogance, an empty bookstore that had no customers. It was full of books and no one to buy them. And I wrote, 2020 is a test. Will this make you a better person or a worse person, right? Trying to come back to this choice. How am I going to grow? Even if this thing never opens, even if it never works, right? How will I be better for the experience? I don't control whether the business is a success or not. I control whether it was successful for me, whether I emerge better, whether my values are still intact. Any number of things, any metric that I can set for myself that I do control, that's the obstacle, that's the opportunity for me. So it did open. It's been wonderful. It's been this really cool experience. My wife and I are still married, so that's a success. But the idea is we always have this choice. How do we respond to the hand we're dealt? How do we respond to the adversity, difficulty that we're in, the moment in time we're in, the political environment that we're in, the world that we're in, and how is this an opportunity for us to grow, to be great, to do great things, not in spite of, but because of the situation that we happen to be in.